Ciao, I'm Enzo.
I'm Celia.
This is our channel where we show you how life is in Lucca.
And in the Tuscan hills.
I love cooking traditional food.
And we love exploring our beautiful part of the world.
So please subscribe and welcome
to Piazza Talk Luca.
Ciao a tutti.
Ciao a tutti. Lucca is springing into spring and you can just see the leaves coming on the trees. All the wildflowers are starting to come out. And our hill as well is beginning to start to bloom, and it's time to go foraging in the garden and prepare for Easter. And Enzo being Neapolitan, Easter isn't complete without a pastiera. So
yes,
a columba is eaten all over Italy, but a pastiera is a particularly Neapolitan dish or sweet or sort of ricotta tart with candied fruit that no Neapolitan will miss.
So I will make a pastiera, because pastiera for us is also the idea of spring, because there's this kind of beautiful aroma from the pastiera, and this idea of spring there, and I love it. Now pastiera is done traditional at Easter, but it's so good that people and us as well do it even during the year, because it's such a wonderful cake.
We're just on the way to the shops to pick up a few things, and we always like to do a bit on the walls if we can, particularly on a lovely day. And you can see the tourists are beginning to arrive, the town's beginning to wake up, and everybody's happy.
And also on last weekend in March we changed to summertime, so we got an extra hour of beautiful weather, of sun.
So even for the Italians it will soon be time to take off our winter clothes and jump into spring.
Yes, the tourists already started with the summer clothes.
Yes, they have.
Okay, let's go. This time we're going to make my family cake called la pastiera. I got my mother's recipe here that I asked her to type for me a long time ago, because she was making it every year by heart, and I said, can we actually write it down for me? Then she actually typed it for me, and I keep this piece of paper as an important memory for us, for our family. So these are the ingredients for the pastiera. Okay, we have the first thing, the eggs. Then we got the wheat. This is soaked wheat that I buy from the shop. Now just wheat soaked in water and jarred. Then we got sugar, some for the outside. We call it pasta frolla. It's a kind of short crust pastry with eggs. How would you call it?
I think so. It's very short, because it's quite crispy, isn't it?
It is crispy there. And then the sugar for the filling. Now we got a lemon, because we need some lemon zest. Then we got some candied fruit. In Italy, we have this thing called a cedro, which is a citrus. It's like a big lemon, and mostly rind, I would say. And I also use some candied orange peel, bit of cinnamon, and orange water, we call it, ricotta, butter, and a little bit of milk.
I think we should also say that the wheat can be found in a lot of supermarkets abroad and also in Italian delis.
Yes, I always found it abroad. I mean, in UK it was very easy to find. I got it from supermarkets and any shop. It was something that was never a problem. I don't know in the United States, but probably you can find it easily in the United States. The last thing to say, this is the dish. And it is an old one, battered. It's been around for 30 years maybe. And this is for a cake that would serve about 8 people, I would say. Depends on the size. Depends on the size how hungry you are. Okay. The first thing to do is the pasta frolla, the short crust pastry there. And we need eggs, and we need butter and flour, sugar. So I'm going to eggs. We need egg yolks. Some people add also a bit of egg white. What I normally do, I don't finish the eggs to remove the egg white until the end, so there's a bit of egg white left. That helps the dough to be more elastic. Second thing to do, I have to prepare the butter. So I break it. I add it into the flour. And then I add the eggs. And a pinch of salt. Now the sugar. And we can start working on the short grass base, on the pasta frolla. Now I'm going to put it on the board here. It's now ready, it's got the right consistency. I wanted to work it too much because it has to rest. And I'm afraid I have to put in cling film because it has been completely sealed. So I wrap it cling film and I put it in the fridge and has to rest for at least half an hour. Next stage, we need to prepare the filling. We first put the grano in the saucepan. And then we add the milk, a pinch of salt, a bit of cinnamon powder, and the grated lemon zest. And it will be ready when the milk will be absorbed by the wheat. The last thing to do, I will add a tablespoon of sugar here. That will take about maybe 15-20 minutes. It's really nice, it's got the right consistency, it's got it nice and creamy. Now the second stage in making the filling is to mix the ricotta with the sugar. Now we're going to put the egg yolks in the mix there. So we save the white and we put the egg yolks with the ricotta. The white is saved because in a minute we go to whip the white that will be added to the mix. Now we go to mix the eggs with the ricotta and sugar, candied fruit, cheddar, the orange peel, cinnamon, then the orange water. This water is for this quantity. Now we got to whip the egg white. Okay, this is enough. I mean, we need to add some air to the mix. Now we got to mix the three things we have prepared. And now we got to add the ricotta and the egg mix. And now, this is the egg white. I have to be a bit careful about it. Mix it a bit. Inside here. And I mix it, I do it with the bottom from the bottom.
You just want to keep the air in.
Now I'm going to line the dish. So first thing, I'm going to keep 1/3 for later. Now, the things to do is to flatten the pasta frolla. Some people use a rolling pin. I use it only a little. I try to do it by hand because it's much easier. Now I'm going to grease the dish with a bit of butter. Now I move it around a little bit so it becomes all even. I have to make some strips to place on the pie.
And this is a very typical way of decorating pies in Italy, isn't it? I mean, jam tarts are done like this.
We start from the center, so I'm going to use one of these. So I need the long one. You need probably one of these tools or something because it's easy to handle the strip there. Okay, number one was successful. Now put the pastiera in a preheated static oven, 175 centigrade or 350 Fahrenheit, and I bake it for an hour and a half until the strips are golden and the filling looks brown but not burnt. It's quite high up, then it's going to sink. And now we have to wait. Pastiera has been rested for 1 day. Now I'm going to sprinkle icing sugar on the top. And this is the way you serve it. Is how the pastiera is in people's imagination. I think we done. It's really now it's in the soft. Because one thing of the pastiera is that when it comes out of the oven it's crispy, then it has to rest and it gets moist.
In the background is Palazzo Fanna, which has appeared in many movies, but we'll do a proper video on it. Next door to it is Liceo Classico Machiavelli, which is the classical school or high school in Lucca, where you do lots of Greek and Latin. And then there's San Frediano, the church.
Which is beautiful. And you can have a look at it if you go back to one videos.
And in the gardens of Palazzo Fanna are a beautiful Italian garden, and soon all the lemon trees will be put out in their big pots. Here it's just too cold to leave lemons out all year round. Having said that though, I mean, we've really not had frost, so it probably would have been okay this year, but like me, I think we set in our ways of taking lemons in, and so...
Yeah. But if you actually go a few miles towards the sea, you don't need to put lemons indoor in the winter.
Well, I mean, there are orange trees in gardens here in Lucca that are sheltered by walls, but most people have them in pots and put them inside in the winter and outside in the summer. And in the old lemonade of the Palazzo Fanna is a restaurant that's run by a Italian celebrity chef.
It is called Imbuto.
Imbuto.
And the chef is Cristiano Tomei, he's a local chef, he's from Viareggio. Andiamo?
It's now the time for Gita Scolastica, or the school trips, and so Lucca is full of school children.
And this is our today's shopping. We bought cime di rapa for your broccoli, right?
Broccoli tops.
Then we have onions, regular golden onions.
Yep.
Eggs, tarallini pugliesi, little taralli, great for mini snack or when you have an aperitivo. Cherry tomatoes, I would say the big cherries. Bananas, bottle of milk, and they call it here Catalonia, is a kind of chicory. Wonderful.
It's very bitter and very delicious.
Yes, it's actually one of the best vegetables that we eat here. Well, I like all the vegetables anyway, so even cime di rapa are very good. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe, leave a like and activate the notification bell. You just need a Google account and it's free. It helps our community enormously. Thank you very much.